Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to A.O.S abroad, and we are so glad to actually have everyone join us right now. I can see that quite some people are already we're already waiting for us to actually start, and the webinar is right on the way. So I am Azeez Shoderu, and we have our guest speaker for today, and she is Rashidat Yusuf Olufunke. So we are so happy to have everyone on this webinar today. And without wasting much of our time, we would get started with the topic for today, which is study in Canada as an international student with scholarship. I know a lot of people are wanting to hear and learn more about this. So let's really get started with it without wasting much of our time. So, Miss Rashidat, you have the floor, ma'am.
All right. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend as I'm enjoying mine.
Yes, we are. Thank
Yeah.
you.
All right. A warm welcome to our webinar, everyone. I am Rashida Yusuf, as Mr. Aziz has said earlier, and I am so excited to be the guest speaker for today's session. Yeah. So I think we have about two people watching us right now, or I don't know. What I'm saying here is we don't have a lot of people right now. I think we should wait for probably 5 minutes before we get started so that many of us will not miss out, right?
All right, while we are waiting, can we just get to know those that are online now? Okay, we are seeing other people joining right now. So let's know what's your name and where are you actually um, watching from. We would really like to know. And if you have any questions as she is starting the webinar, you can actually drop it on the comment section so that we would be answering them as we are moving. So I would start first. I am Aziz, as I said, and I am joining from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Let's know all of you, where are you actually joining from?
All right, let me go next then. I am Rashida Tulifunke Yusuf, and I am also joining from Brampton, Ontario, Canada.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, everyone. You can get started now, Rashidat.
Okay, no problem. All right, so good day, everyone, and a warm welcome to our webinar. As I've said earlier, for those of us that were not around, I am Rashidat Yusuf, and I am so excited to be the guest speaker for today's webinar. Yeah, as we all know that studying abroad can be a transformative experience, and Canada has consistently emerged as one of the top destinations for international students. All right. Canada has a world-class education system and diverse culture. Yeah, if you come to Canada as an international student, you will meet with a lot of people. Like you get to meet the Indians, the African people, the Asians, Chinese people, Korean, everyone from all the continent. You get to meet so many people here in Canada. And it also offers many scholarships to help you achieve your academic dream. So you're not just going to meet many people from different countries here. You are gonna benefit from many scholarships that will help you achieve your academic dreams. All right. So on our lineup for today, we're gonna be exploring the incredible opportunities that Canada offers, particularly when it comes to scholarship. And today I'm going to be talking about the benefits of scholarships, types of scholarships that we have here in Canada, the eligibility criteria, what you need to do before you can be eligible for to apply for any scholarship, the financial planning, and some schools that are offering scholarship. Okay, so I want you to know that whether you are a prospective undergraduate or graduate student, this webinar will empower you to embark on your scholarship journey with confidence and purpose. Yeah, scholarship are amazing way to fund your education. All right, but competition might be fierce. Before you can get a scholarship here in Canada, you need to stand out. You need to stand way. You understand? So, how can you improve your chances of getting a scholarship here in Canada? Well, you're in the right place, and if you want to maximize your chances in getting one, then you have to stay till the end of this webinar. Right. Oh, good evening, Sir Enyi from Nigeria. Good evening, everyone. Okay, good evening, Mr. Enyi. Good evening, Kara for Bahrain, or what is this? Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good anytime, good what time you have, wherever you are. All right. So Canada is a top destination for international students, renowned for its quality education and welcoming atmosphere. But why choose Canada for your international education journey? Why do you want to choose Canada? Why do you want to come to Canada for your international education journey? Well, our first section will explore why studying in Canada is a wise choice for everyone outside of Canada. All right. And I believe that understanding the Canadian advantage will inspire you to pursue scholarships in this extraordinary country. Canada stands as a beacon of opportunity for international students, offering a host of advantages that makes it an exceptional destination for higher education. As you can see on my screen, I have Miss Olakumbi. She may be old, but she's Miss. We helped her just recently to switch her visitor visa and relocate to Canada via a fully funded scholarship. She is now in Canada, schooling and working at the same time, legally, schooling and working legally at the same time. So let's continue. Studying in Canada as an international student offers numerous benefits to even domestic students. Yeah, we have numerous benefits of studying in Canada, but I'll be giving you guys just eight out of the plenty benefits that Canada has to offer international students. So, here are the eight key benefits of studying in Canada as an international student. Number one is high quality education. Canadian universities and colleges are globally recognized for high academic standards and rigorous quality assurance mechanism. Yes, many Canadian institutions consistently rank among the top in international university ranking. In fact, QR World University ranking indicates more than 33 Canadian university in the top best 100. Aside from this, the country is notable for having excellent research facilities and study infrastructure. That's number one. The second one we're going to be talking about is international recognition. A Canadian degree is highly respected worldwide and can open doors to global career opportunities. Degrees obtained from Canadian universities are acceptable anywhere in the world. You can come to Canada to study and go back to your country to use your Canadian degree to work or to even start up your own business. It can work anywhere. So whether you want to apply to Harvard or other elite institutions in the UK and the US, Canadian diplomas and certificates are well and highly recognized everywhere in the world. Another thing we're going to be talking about is affordable study programs compared to other countries. Yeah, we know that Canada tuition fee is expensive, but let's be honest with ourselves, it is not as expensive as other country tuition fee at all. I know that as an international student that you are, one of your key criteria for choosing a study destination may be tuition fee. You'll be looking at the tuition fee from different countries, but I need to tell you today that Canada tuition fee is less expensive compared to other countries' tuition fee. While the cost of education abroad can be quite high, the average tuition fee for study programs in Canada is lower compared to other popular study destinations like the United States, the United Kingdom, and even Australia. But of course, that is not the reason why we're here today. So let's continue. Number four is safety and security. Canada as a country is considered one of the safest countries in the world. Its stable political environment provide a safe and secure environment for international students. So, if safety and security are essential to you as a student, then Canada is the ideal place for you to come study. All right. Another thing we're gonna be looking at is thriving study thriving student community. The student community in Canada is diverse. As I've said earlier, that you're gonna meet people, different people from different countries. It's diverse and is thriving. You can find many of international students from across the world staying and studying in Canada. You usually be a part of multicultural classroom. Canada welcomes international students from all parts of the world, and consequently, all right, you have a chance to stay connected to your roots and learn about other people's culture at the same time. Okay, now let's move on. We have ample postgraduate job opportunities in Canada. My people, the beautiful thing about studying in Canada is many job opportunities exist for students. Yeah, undergraduate students can work part time for up to 40 hours per week during their studies, and after your studies as an international student, you can settle in Canada and work for years with a postgraduate work permit. Here in Canada, the process of getting a postgraduate work permit is simple, and you can apply for one immediately after finishing your study program or within 180 days of your program completion. Okay, now how can you be eligible for a work permit? You'll be eligible, you'll be eligible for a work permit program if you have studied at an authorized designated learning institution. That's what we call DLI, designated learning institution that offers postgraduate work permit with a valid study permit, right? And if you were enrolled in a full-time study program that was at least 8 months long, the validity of your work permit in Canada will depend on the length of the study program and can range from 8 months to 3 months. So it depends on the duration of your program. If you are here to like study in bachelor's degree, then probably your postgraduate work permits they can offer you like 3 years postgraduate work permit, right? So if you have completed bachelor's program in Canada, you are likely qualified for a 3-year postgraduate work permit, as I said earlier. And the Canadian postgraduate work permit is an open work permit. So you can choose to work in a company and any field here in Canada, regardless of whether it's related to your program or not. All right. There are no restrictions on the time period within which you must find employment, but you can only receive postgraduate work permits once in a lifetime, and it is the stepping stone for many international students to gain enough Canadian work experience, right? You can also choose to work part time, full time, or even start your own business here in Canada. And this leads us to the next benefit, which is great way to settle in permanently. Living in Canada is a dream for many people out there, most especially for international students. Thanks to its wonderful climate, immigration friendly policies, standard of living, and many more. What about masters? If your program is 1 year, or it depends on how long the duration of your program. If your program is 8 months, then you're likely to get 8 months postgraduate work permit. If your program is 1 year, 1 year and 6 months, it depends on the duration of your program. All right, I'm on the UGA. Yeah, and moving on. A major benefit that Canada provides to its international students community is a chance to continue to live and work in Canada with a permanent residency after your graduation. All right, so interested students may explore the possibility of obtaining permanent residence in Canada after graduation and after earning requisite work experience. Okay, now moving on to the last benefits we are going to be talking about today. Then Chinedu Victor Onyejemeni. You should keep following us in this webinar and I will get to answer your question. Now, the last benefits we're going to be talking about today is scholarship. This is the reason why we all joined this webinar today. Yeah, you wish to you wish to pursue your higher education, but you do not have the means to meet the expenses that it entails. Worry less, because universities and colleges in Canada offer many types and categories of scholarship to international students like you. You can choose institution that provides scholarship and grants based on your field of study and interest. Now, let's delve into the exciting types of scholarship for international students in Canada. As you can see here on my screen, we have Mrs. Mona. She is here to pursue a master's degree in the University of British Columbia. And now, after 3 months of being here, she has been here for the past 3 months, for over 3 months, let's say. Her spouse will be joining us soon in Canada on open work permits, while our children will be joining her on visitor visa. Scholarships can significantly ease the financial burden of studying abroad and open doors to countless opportunities. So, moving on to the types of scholarship. Scholarship in Canada comes in various forms, each designed to support different aspects of your academic journey. In this segment, we will delve into the various type of scholarships available in Canada. We're going to be exploring government-funded scholarships, university-specific awards, and those offered by private organization. Now, the first one we're going to be talking about is the entrance scholarship. This is usually given. Can someone apply for postgraduate diploma certificate and scholarship at the same time? We're going to answer this question after this webinar. Excuse me, because yeah. Now, entrance scholarship. This is usually given to international students who will be starting their first year. And when I say first year, I mean starting their full time first year degree studies and are beginning university or college for the first time. That is, you have never attended any university or any college after your secondary school. This is just your first degree program or first college ever that you want to apply to. Now, to get this type of scholarship, you will have to fill out an application provided by the school and send it in with your school application package. All right. Now, for example, we have Coast Mountain College in British Columbia. Coast Mountain College in British Columbia offers approximately 12 entrance awards to 5,000 each to incoming international students beginning in January 2023, right? Those interested have to meet the eligibility and application criteria, which include you have to create a video explaining how the scholarship will benefit you once you have completed your program. And we also have some other schools that give entrance scholarship. Some other schools are University of Alberta, University of Calgary, Alexander College, University of Waterloo, and so many more. And you should know that different schools have different eligibility criteria. So the eligibility criteria for University of Alberta is different from the eligibility criteria of University of Calgary. All right. So you have to browse well or check well before you can choose which one you want to apply for. Okay. Now we also have government funded scholarship. Canada offers numerous scholarships funded by the federal and provincial governments. The most notable is the Canada Scholarship Program, which provides financial assistance to both domestic and international students. Provincial governments also offer their own scholarships and grants, often based on academic merit and financial need. For example, I as a domestic, like I'm in Canada right now, I'm in Canada as a permanent resident, and I applied to one scholarship, I think around August, and they were willing to give me grant and loan for my scholarship. Right, that's government funded scholarship. It's the government that is willing to give me that scholarship. It's not the school, and it's not from the college or from the school or whatsoever. It's from the government. This is government funded scholarship. All right, it's applicable to domestic students and international students. Okay. Many Canadian universities and colleges have their own scholarship program. Now we are talking about the university specific scholarship. Many Canadian universities and colleges have their own scholarship programs. These scholarships may be based on academic excellence, leadership skills, or specific fields of study. You have to research thoroughly to discover what each institution offers. We also have program specific scholarships, and this category are granted to those belonging to a particular type of program. or study, such as engineering, medicine, or social sciences. One example of university specific scholarship would be Concordia University in Montreal. They have various scholarships opportunity available for undergraduates, such as award given annually to outstanding students in any one of their music programs. They also have this award for students whose passion lies in science, engineering, and technology disciplines. You can go online and search for Concordia University in Montreal and see what their scholarship is like. All right. Now we have private organizations scholarship. Various private organizations, corporations, and foundations in Canada offer scholarships. These scholarships often target specific demographics, fields of study, or areas of interest. Researching and applying to these external scholarships can significantly boost your chances of financial support. These scholarships are sometimes funded by private organizations, businesses, or donors. All right, you can only get this kind of scholarship in private universities or private colleges. Okay, now example, some examples of private scholarships for international students studying in Canada are scholarship awarded to students registered in animal research at the master or doctoral level at an accredited Quebec or British Columbia University. The University of Calgary also has a scholarship called the CIBC International Entrance Award, amounting to 10 grants. Understood? Now we have merit-based scholarship. This type of scholarships are typically awarded based on academic achievements, such as high grades or standardized test scores. To get this kind of scholarship, you need to ensure your academic records and qualifications are in top shape. All right, they are in top shape. If you are the type that you are an average student, this type of a scholarship is not for you. It's for those that have I that their academic and qualifications are in top shape, that you have 90% in all your academic qualifications. All right. One example of this scholarship is University of Toronto. University of Toronto is here in Ontario. They offer international students with strong academic credentials and exceptional leadership abilities. They give this merit-based scholarship to 37 students every year, apart from books, accommodation, and incidental fees. All right, now we are moving on to financial or need-based scholarship. Some scholarship take into account your financial circumstances. Demonstrating financial need through documentation and personal statements can help you qualify for this type of scholarships. All right. Financial scholarships are also known as bursaries, and they are given to students who are economically disadvantaged. Right. Many of these scholarships are only available to Canadian residents, but some are available to international students. International students who are already studying in Canada, not the one that is still in their home country. When you are in Canada studying and you need probably financial assistance from either the government, can be from the government, it can be from your schools, private colleges, private universities, from government or in your provincial territory. So you can apply for this financial or need based scholarship. Now we have miscellaneous scholarship. I would say this type of scholarship are given for passion and not grades. For example, when schools offer you money for the things you are studying, such as business, nursing, journalism, and so on and so forth, like the things you love to do, it can be photography, it can be playing video games, volunteering, and many more. You understand? So now let's talk about the eligibility criteria. One of the key factors in securing a scholarship is meeting the eligibility criteria. So now let's move on to the common requirements. This is the common requirement. It's not that it's requirements for all the scholarship for all the schools. No, it's just the common ones. Now, the common requirements including academic excellence, English proficiency tests, letters of recommendation, and personal statements. And mind you, it's not all the schools that ask for English proficiency test. No, it's not all the schools, just some of the schools. All right. Now, academic excellence. Most scholarships in Canada require a strong academic track record. This typically involves maintaining a high GPA. You understand? So, my dear brothers and sisters, you have to make sure that your academic transcripts and test scores are competitive. Yeah. And if your grades are not very good, like if your grades are not very good, well, I'm sorry to say, you might not even get to the pool of candidates for this academic excellence. All right. And you should know that your application needs to be customized based on your scholarship, based on the university or college. Okay, now you want to apply for University of Calgary scholarship, and you are using University of Waterloo to apply for University. If you want to apply for University of Waterloo scholarship, you need to make sure that you customize your application based on University of Waterloo. And if you are trying to apply for University of Waterloo and University of Calgary at the same time, you should know that what you are applying for is different. So you need to customize your application based on that university or that scholarship. You understand? Now, English proficiency. International students are usually required to demonstrate proficiency in English or French, depending on the language of instruction, but it is not all schools that ask for it. We have tests like IELTS or TOEFL. Tests such as IELTS or TOEFL are commonly accepted here in Canada. However, attaining the required scores is crucial. All right. Now, let's talk about letters of recommendation. Scholarships may ask for letters of recommendation from teachers, professors, tutors, counselors, or even employers, right? You should choose people who can speak or write on your academic or personal achievements and capabilities. For example, and please make sure those recommendations are relevant. For example, let's say if you're applying to major in mathematics, then you should be asking your mathematics teacher to give you a recommendation. All right. If you are applying for a physics programs and then you're asking your English teacher to write a recommendation for you, you know that that you are on your own. So if you want to write recommendation, if you're applying for physics program, then you should ask your physics teacher to write a recommendation letter for you. All right. Now let's talk about personal statements. This is very important too. Yeah. Many scholarships require a well crafted personal statement or essay. This is your opportunity to showcase your goal, your aspiration, your experiences, your education, achievements in and outside of academics, and why you deserve the scholarship. All right. Tailor your essay to each scholarship specific requirements, because a well written and thoughtful essay can set you apart from other candidates. All right. Now let's talk about field of study. Some scholarships target specific fields of study or research areas. Ensure you choose programs aligned with the scholarship's focus. And how are you gonna do this? By researching. Yeah, the very first thing you need to do when you think about scholarship, you're thinking about scholarship, the very first thing you need to do is to research. Take your phone or your laptop, make researches. All right. Because we have a lot of scholarships available, but not all of them will be a good fit for you. All right. You need to decide where and what you want to study before checking the scholarships available. And also remember to keep detailed record of the scholarships you find, noting their requirements, their deadline, and the application process. Okay. Staying organized will help you manage your scholarship. Staying organized will help you manage your scholarship applications effectively. All right. Financial need. Excuse me. Certain scholarships consider your financial circumstances. Prepare financial documentations and statements to demonstrate your need for financial financial assistance. All right. Now, country of origin. Some scholarships are country specific or region specific, aiming to promote diversity among international students. So you have to check if your country qualifies for any special scholarship. Okay, because we have some scholarship that they say is applicable to so country and not applicable to so country. So you have to check well if the scholarship you are trying to apply to qualifies, like your country, you in Nigeria, you can apply for scholarship in Canada. You understand? You have to check very, very well to be sure before you start applying for any scholarship here in Canada. Now, age restrictions. Certain scholarship may have age restrictions. So be sure to check the eligibility criteria for age related requirements. All right. Now, as you can see, Mr. Aleshinloye, he is from Nigeria. He received a scholarship to study nursing in Humber College in Toronto, Canada, here in Ontario. He was in his early 40s. He's also processing his wife and two children visa to come visit him in Canada. So don't think that because you are 40 years above, you cannot apply for scholarship in Canada. Scholarship is applied to anybody. You can be 16 years, you can be 18 years, 40 years, 45 years, and can still get scholarship here in Canada. It depends on the program or the university you want to apply to. Now let's talk about financial planning. Please, about the personal statement. Can we get a sample? Yes, you can get a sample. Probably after this webinar, you can message us and we send you a sample of um personal statements. You can meet A.O.S to send you. Now, financial planning. While scholarships are a fantastic way to fund your education, they may not cover all your expenses. No, in this section, we are going to discuss financial planning, including estimating living costs, understanding work opportunities, and exploring part time job options. All right. We'll also touch on how to manage your finances effectively while studying in Canada. Effective financial planning is crucial, is important when pursuing higher education in Canada, even with scholarship. While scholarship can cover tuition and some expenses, they may not cover the entirety of your financial needs. Now, some scholarships they just cover your tuition fee. They do not cover your accommodation fee. They do not cover your travel expenses. They are just about the tuition fee. And some scholarship is a fully funded scholarship. They cover your tuition fee, accommodation fee, travel fee, and every other fee. All right. So now let's talk about the estimate living cost. Here's how to manage your finances wisely. Research the cost of living in your chosen Canadian city. Consider expenses such as accommodation, food, transportation, and healthcare. Create a realistic budget to ensure you can meet these costs. Because if you're applying to any school here in Canada, even with scholarship, as I've said earlier, they may just be covering the tuition aspect. So you need to be sure of what you are coming to meet here before you come. Even after getting the scholarship, you have to make sure you have to note what your accommodation fee will cost, the food you're going to be eating, the transportation. If your school is far from, like if you are not in your school campus or your school is your home, the place you say is far from where your school is, you have to note everything. You have to create a realistic budget to ensure you can meet this cost. Now, explore work opportunities. Canada offers various work opportunities for international students, including on-campus jobs and cooperation programs. Understand the regulations governing work permits and explore part-time jobs options to supplement your income. Okay. Now, banking and currency exchange. Open a local bank account upon arrival in Canada to manage your finances efficiently. Familiarize yourself with currency exchange rates to make informed financial decisions. Okay. Now, health insurance. Ensure you have adequate health insurance coverage, as healthcare in Canada can be expensive. International students often need to enroll in provincial healthcare plans or private insurance. We have scholarship disbursements. Understand how and when your scholarship funds will be disbursed. Some scholarships provide a lump sum at the beginning of the academic year, while others disburse in installments. Like the one I told you about that I applied for. I applied for a scholarship here in Canada in Ontario here, and the disbursements will go like this. A week before my program starts, they're gonna pay me half. of the tuition fee. And after a month, they'll pay me the rest. Then I'll be able to pay for my tuition fee and everything. So some schools, they provide lump sum at the beginning of the academic year, while other disburse in installments, probably every 3 months, every semester or everything. It depends on the school you're applying to. Now, manage debts wisely. If you need to take out loans to supplement your finances, sometimes the scholarship may not be enough and you may need to take out some loans. If you need to take out loans to supplement your finances, be caution about accumulating too much debt. Please, some people that are from Nigeria, from African countries, they come here, they don't really understand how to manage their debts wisely. And now some people are in debt that pass their age. Now, recently, as I'm talking, now you need to explore loans options, interest rates. Before you collect any loan, you have to explore the options, interest rate, and repayment terms, because we have some loans that you collect and they'll tell you that you have to pay for about 10 years. But for a period of 10 years, you'll be paying $250 for a period of 10 years. If it pays you, then it's fine. But if it doesn't, then you don't have to take that loan. You don't have to take that loan. Nobody will be forcing you yet to take loan. Nobody will force loan on you. You'll be the one to think for yourself if you are to get this loan or leave it out. All right. Now, moving on, let's talk about emergency funds. Build an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses such as medical emergencies or unforeseen travel costs. You need to have savings. Your piggy bank. You need to have one piggy bank beside your bed or inside your wardrobe or closet for emergency fund, unexpected expenses. And it can happen to anyone. It can come up at any time. All right. So you need to be prepared for that too. Financial literacy. Enhance your financial literacy by attending workshops or seeking guidance from financial advisors on managing your money effectively. Right now, student discounts. Take advantage of student discounts on various services and products to reduce your expenses. You walk into some stores and you see student discounts. Please, even if it is 1% off, take it. At least at all, nine bad pass. So just take it, because if you take 1% off in 10 places, at least you know how much you are going to, how much will remain. You understand? So take any student discounts. If you walk into any store, even if you not see, you can even ask if there is discount. You can ask people that are there, like, is there any discount for students or anything, to be sure. All right. So now seek financial aid resources. Explore additional financial aid resources such as grants, bursaries, or awards specific to your field of study or background in your school. In the school you apply to, there may be additional bursaries, grants, or awards. All right, so you have to explore and find out if there is any, so that you can partake in it. To understand. Now, let's talk about some Canadian schools that offers full funded scholarship. Let's talk about some Canadian schools that offers full funded scholarship. All these schools are Canadian universities. They give scholarships for both graduate and undergraduate programs. So if you want to come here for your BSc, for your master's, PhD, you can partake in any of these scholarships. The scholarships are fully funded. So this scholarship I'm about to tell you, they are fully funded scholarships, and all countries and nationalities are eligible to apply for these scholarships. All right. Now, the first one is University of Alberta scholarship. All academic fields and major are available at the university to study in bachelor's or graduate degree programs. For most of the scholarships, you don't need to apply separately. Applicants automatically be considered after enrolling in any degree programs. Alberta University offers more than 200 degree programs, 500 postgraduate degree programs, and some other. These scholarships have a value of up to 9,000 Canadian dollars, which is payable for 4 years. Okay, for to cover your tuition fees. It's a fully funded scholarship. Now, to apply for September admission, start your application on the 1st of July. So that one is fast, but it's every year. It comes every year. So if you have missed this this one that I just mentioned, you can still wait for for the one in 2024. Right now, for January admission, you start your application on the 1st of November. This 1st of November, for if you want to come in January 2024, you can apply for can start applying on the 1st of November 2023. Right. For the May admission, you start your application on the 1st of March. For the July admission, you start your application on the 1st of May. All right. Now, also we have Concordia University Scholarship. I think I've talked about it earlier. Students, those who want to undertake their bachelor's degree, their master's degree, their PhD, their diploma or certificate programs are encouraged to apply to Concordia University Scholarship. Students with excellent educational background are highly recommended to apply. Anyone applying for this scholarship must be an international student or Canadian student. So if you're in Nigeria, if you're in India, if you're in Togo, if you're in Ghana, if you're in anywhere in the world, you can apply for this Concordia University Scholarship. Applicants must be enrolled full time in a study program throughout their study in de Montreal, University of Montreal. Concordia University has cancelled IELTS and TOEFL language tests due to the COVID-19, but they have other requirements for undergraduates and graduates. So if you want to apply for this school, then forget about IELTS, forget about any English test. But mind you, they have other requirements for undergraduates and graduates. Now let's talk about University of Toronto. The University of Toronto scholarship is considered as the best scholarship ever. The University of Toronto offers admission scholarship based on merit and or financial need. All right. The eligibility criteria is different and varies. It depends on which scholarship you're applying to. Each scholarship at the University of Toronto has its own requirements. So you have to check or you have to make your research well if you're applying for this scholarship. The last day to apply for the University of Toronto Awards for 2024 in Canada for undergraduate program is the 12th of January 2024. For graduates, the deadline varies. You can't say this is the particular date for the deadline. The university, its college, faculties, and division awards approximately 4,500 admission scholarships that total nearly 20 million Canadian dollars and nearly 5,000 in course award each year. Now, this is another university, University of Saskatchewan. These scholarships are enough to pursue your degree with all the expenses covered. The University of Saskatchewan scholarship's duration for undergraduate is 4 years, for masters is 2 years, and for PhD is 3 years. Moving on, let's talk about the eligibility criteria for University of Saskatchewan. For bachelor's degree, applicants must be a student of high school outside of the Canada while applying. So before you can apply for the scholarship, you need to be an international student. For master's degree, candidates must hold an undergraduate degree or equivalent from a recognized institution or university. Right? For the PhD degree, you must have a master's degree or equivalent from a recognized university or institutions to apply. And for postgraduate diploma, applicants must have 4 year bachelor degree or equivalent from a recognized institution or university. Students have to provide English proficiency certificate. That it can be IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo English test. So you have to provide one of these three proficiency tests for the eligibility criteria in the University of Saskatchewan. We also have Michigan University scholarships. Michigan University is providing 60 fully funded scholarships and 20 partial funded scholarships to students who want to enroll in the University of Graduate level. This scholarship is for national and international students. So if you're outside of Canada, you can also apply. All applicants, regardless of country of origin or educational background, must meet this is the minimum academic requirements. They also have other requirements. All right. So a bachelor's degree or equivalent as recognized by Michigan University in a subject closely related to one selected for graduate studies. All right, unless otherwise noted. The master's program at Michigan requires the completion of a 4-year degree in the relevant field at a recognized institution. So, completion of a master's degree in a relevant field at a recognized institution is required for admission to a doctorate degree. All right. The minimum overall grade points average, like the CGPA, in the last 2 years of the full time study is 3.0 out of a possible 4.0, or 3.2 out of a possible 4.0 grade point, like GPA, grade point average. So, however, some areas require higher CGPA for admission. Okay, now proficiency in English. The main language of instruction in this school is English. You can arrange to write your dissertation, your exam, or essay in French, except in case where English language knowledge is one of the objectives of the course. So, if English language is not one of the objectives, you can choose to write your dissertation or assignment or essay in French. All right. So, before enrolling, you may need to demonstrate an appropriate level of proficiency in English. Now, we have many more scholarships like that here in Canada. Google is always there for you guys. So you can go there anytime to make your research. If you want to if you want to start looking for any scholarship here in Canada, go on Google to make your research. And as Google is there, we at AOS are also here. We are here for you anytime, any day. You can message us up on WhatsApp, on Instagram, or Facebook. We are here for you 24/7. Now, I need you to understand this disclaimer. We are registered here in Ontario, Canada as language schools. We are all in one language relocation and career development frame. All right. We self identify ourselves as language schools. We ourselves, we are not consultants, we are not lawyers, we are not consultants, we are not lawyers or even travel agents, but we are successful immigrants and we partnered with an immigration lawyer and licensed representative. So be rest assured that if you any work you give us, we can handle it. All right. Now, do you want our assistance in getting your scholarship to study abroad and working on your study visa? That's the question. Like, do you want our assistance in getting your scholarship to study abroad and working on your study visa? I'm still waiting for responses. Well, what you're gonna get in this, well, all right, thank you, Ismail Salau, if you're ready. What you're going to get in this study in Canada as an international student with scholarship package. These are the list of what you're going to be getting. Scholarship statement of purpose and intent create templates, which is worth $1,135. We're gonna be getting live weekly Canada immigration consultation with A.O.S, which is worth $599. Canada immigration residency complete checklist, which is worth $259. You're gonna be getting common law union partnership advantage for unmarried couples, which is worth $899. So you don't have to think that it's only when you are single or when you are married you can come to Canada for study, and your partner will be here with an open work permit or whatever. If you are, it is in US dollars, Mr. Ismail Salary. All right. So if you are not married, but you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, and you guys are planning on probably marrying yourself in the future, I don't know, you are just together for now, without going for like your marriage certificates, going to court to sign your marriage, or quickly do fast wedding. No, you don't have to do that. Just keep in mind that we have common law programs too here in Canada. So if you and your boyfriend or you and your girlfriend are planning to come here to Canada and you don't have, one of you wants to come, the other person can still benefit, like a boyfriend or girlfriend can can benefit this open work permit program. So probably after 2 to 3 months of you coming, that person can come join you after 2 to 3 months with an open work permit. Now we have easy step-by-step visa application ways that we get approvals. That's what $399. We have approved visa applications and documentation templates, which is what 100 and $1,135, but we won't charge you the total value of $4,426, even though it is worth more than that. We're not gonna charge you. And as if that is not enough, you'll be getting this special action take up bonuses. 3 months unlimited updates about how to study, work, live, and prosper here in Ghana. After your studies, you know that you can start up your own business. It's not compulsory you are still working, looking for work. And everything. You can start your after your studies, you can start your own business. So this is all what is inside this 3 months unlimited updates. These are everything that are inside, and it's not $1,000. Now, how to build outstanding LinkedIn profile that markets you to Canadian employers is what $500. Even with this outstanding LinkedIn profile, if employers have been messaging you that I think you are fit for this or what this apply this, they'll start sending you messages on LinkedIn. Yeah, you don't have to start submitting your CV. Even if you're submitting your CV and your resume to your CV and cards to other companies, you still see some other employers and they are messaging you on LinkedIn. If they see that, oh, this your LinkedIn is perfectly what we are looking for or anything, they start messaging you. And that's what $500. We also have common mistake to avoid rejection when applying for your visa. Some people don't know these common mistakes, and small mistake can lead to rejection. Even before they even if they didn't reject you, you are coming here to Canada and you are at the airport, you want to enter Canada, you start asking some questions. Common mistakes in that on the day you arrive, on the day of your arrival, and send you back to your home country. That's how it is in Canada. So you have to know all these common mistakes that you don't need to put in your application when applying, and what are the things you don't need to do on your first day of arrival here in Canada. Right now, proof of funds secret solution. How to use OPM. What is OPM? Other people's money. How to use other people's money to get visa approval. Like some people, they start looking for uh, this huge money inside their account and they'll be wanting letters later. Yeah, we're gonna teach you, we're gonna make you know how you can use other people's money for your proof of fund, all right? So get your visa approval first. And of course, we'll be charging you the total bonus value of $6,999. If you see all these packages here, the first one and the second one, everything is 6,999 Canadian dollars. We're not gonna be charging you that much, right? So before we get to the price, you understand? Now these are also our successful clients that we have helped come down to Canada. The first one, Miss Toby, is not yet in Canada, but she can come to Canada anytime. So she said, "Good morning, good afternoon." Then we went afternoon. I got your message and was so happy when I checked my IRCC portal and saw the visa approved. May God bless you so much. Are you free please so I can call you? My entire family wants to pray for you. Okay, oh, that sounds great. After my double visa rejection from USA and Canada, this person has been rejected from the US, Canada, once from Canada and once from US. So she was skeptical. And I was like, she wants to do it again. But when she contacted us, we help her out. That is our own work. And she and me started to challenge. So that is what we do. So the next person, Mrs. Spider, Tiffany Sydney, is now in Vancouver. Thank you very much for everything. I really appreciate. So welcome to Canada. Yeah, you talked about something like flagpole. When can I do that, sir? Another thing like flagpole, there's this thing flagpole, and if you want to know more about this flagpole, that's why we're yesterday. And if you want to know more about the flagpole, you can message us, can chat us, WhatsApp, on Facebook, Instagram. I'm gonna answer you. All right. So and then we have Mr. Warrior here. Tawarayo said, I attended one of your webinars. I will need your expertise in Canada study permit. You sound very knowledgeable about immigration in Canada. Wow, that's great. Okay, now he messaged us again. He said, thank you so much for the information shared. It's highly appreciated. I will keep you posted on my final decision. If I had met you earlier, it would have helped me to avoid wasting resources. Okay, that's what we do. So what we know is we do like what we can do. Maybe I'm not gonna put it. What we do, I don't know how to put it. We are best. We are best. What we do. Good evening, Mr. Aziz. I'm happy to let you know that my second time application is approved. Thank you so much for consent. This person didn't even pay for the package at all. It's just consultation. We just had a consultation with one of our consultants and he applied for himself, and so you can do that as well. It depends on what you want. Now, instead of charging you $6,999, we're gonna be charging you $3,997. So that's just what you need to pay. And if you want to buy now, we have the link here on the screen. And this offer is just for 3 days. 3 days. Pay me. If you know that you want to buy this package now, your time starts now, and it's going to end in 3 days time. So how do I begin the process? Give me your account number. You can pay through our online bank transfer. You can pay through your ATM card, pay through mobile banking, pay through internet banking. Opportunity closes within 72 hours after bank transfer payment. Send your payment screenshots containing your name, your email address, or phone number on WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is 689-2899-348. Send your screenshot. It's not that you now start calling us now from everywhere that hello. No, just want to see your screenshot that you have paid. You have paid for the package. So your time is counting. The time starts now. As soon as I show this screen, the time starts counting. If you want to pay, then you can pay today, tomorrow. It closes after 3 days. All right. Now, frequently asked questions. When will I get the package? You're gonna get the package immediately after making your payments. There's no you have to wait more. Oh, I forgot to say the 3,997 USD, there is 6 months money back guarantee. So after 6 months, you don't get what you want, I'm gonna refund you. So you need to put your mind at rest. That, oh, maybe after 6 months, there is no even after 6 months. They are not going to. We are going to refund you. Except you are praying for yourself. I should not. You should get rejected. That you should not get admitted or something. Except that. But if not that, we're gonna do everything fine. But we are still doubting, just keep it at the back of your mind that after 6 months, it's the money, it's the money. Nobody is fighting for your money, you understand? So, can I pay in installment? Yes, you can pay in 2 to 3 installments. And do I need a study permit in Canada? Of course, you need a study permit if you are not a permanent resident or a citizen of Canada and you intend to study in Canada. You need a study permit. Don't think you just enter plane and come to Canada and say you want to come and now want to come and be looking for school, to go, okay, man, let's see Toronto, then let's Glasgow. Hey, there's nothing like that. So you need your study permit before you arrive here in Canada at all. Because tẹ́ bá déwájú àwọn adájọ́, immigration officer, they are not going to hear gbas. Mm-mm. If you say anything that contradicts anything like this, oh yeah, deportation. That is what they do. Now, what is a designated learning institution? A designated learning institution is an institution approved by the provincial and territorial government to admit international students. So if the school you're applying to, because some people they are strong, they will go on their own and go and apply for school. At the end of the day, it's not a designated learning institution. Over there, but there's nothing making it. Why did you check? And again, is what we are going to do for you. Everything needs to put the money. In fact, you can pay the money and rest. Don't need, no need to bother yourself. Say, okay, I want to be looking for school. But if you have any school, you can tell us. I'm gonna work on that. But if you have paid the money, you just put the money and show that. Well, put it somewhere. Yeah, that's what the money is not. So, um, if your school is not designated learning center, because some schools they are not permitted to accept or admit international students. No. But sometimes you will not know. You just apply and at the end of the day, Odigbas was you're on your own. No. And some schools, even some schools that are designated learning institutions, they don't offer postgraduate permit. They don't offer postgraduate. And how are you going to know this, my people? You need to work with us. But you need to work with us to know if your school offers post. And some schools they are offering postgraduate work permit, but it's not for all programs, not for all courses. So you may say that, oh, this school is offering postgraduate work permit, let me just apply. Meanwhile, your course after you finish buying your product, you're going back home. The school offer postgraduate work permit, but your course, the course you are studying in that school does not offer postgraduate work permit. You're going to send it back after everything, except you want to now start applying for another school that your course and everything will give you postgraduate work permit. So how are you gonna do? You don't have to stress yourself. Don't stress yourself. We are here to stress ourselves for you. That's what we are here for. So don't bother to stress yourself. All right. Now, how do I apply for a study permit? One main requirement is that you One main requirement is that you be admitted in a DLI in Canada, that's designated learning institution in Canada at the time of the application. For more information on how to obtain a study permit, you have to book a consultation with us. All right. Now, when should I apply for a study permit? You should apply as soon as you are admitted into a designated learning institution because processing times vary depending on your country. Will I be eligible to work while I'm studying? Of course. You'll be eligible to work while you're studying. You can work on campus or off campus. On campus has no limit of work hours, but students can work off campus for up to 20 hours per week. Some people even more than that. All right. I need University of Toronto funding. How do I access it? You can book a consultation with us at A.O.S abroad, and we're gonna tell you everything that you need. No, you are paying for the consultation. So everything you want to ask us, you are feel free to ask us anything. Take your time, ask us. But if you did not pay and you call us, nobody is ready to give you any information. Okay, so that's it. Now, how long can I stay in Canada with a study permit? You may stay in Canada for the duration of your study program in addition to 90 extra days. All right. Will I be eligible to look for work in Canada after I graduate? Yes. All you need to do is to apply for a postgraduate work permit from inside Canada if you meet the eligibility criteria. For more information about the application process, contact us at A.O.S abroad. And if you need additional guidance with the application process, our team is here to help you. Like I showed you before, Mr. Warrior, he didn't pay for the package. Just pay for guidance and consultation. As we are guiding him, we are not the one that is handling, because he say, well, I don't want to pay. I want to have as I want to share and be doing my things myself. You understand? So you actually pay for consultation and guidance. And that's what we did. Guide you and say what you're supposed to do, tell you what you're supposed to do. But if you want to leave everything to us and say, I want to rest and sleep and guess I want to give myself peace of mind, I'll give you the money. You people should stress yourself for me. That is what you are here for. All right. No, so now this is question and answer time. I think I see a few minutes left on this question and answer. If you have any questions, you can ask us. Free to answer now. But people will now come and be asking questions that you're supposed to pay for consultation for. Who answers questions that you're supposed to pay? Okay, ask your question. Ah, okay. Now you still have time to pay for this package. You have time today, tomorrow. You still have time to pay for the package. I'm still waiting for you guys. When you're ready, we are ready. I'm here for you. Expensive. Also, it's very expensive. Well, you know, I don't even know what to say. But it's very expensive. But I'm actually telling you, it's not as expensive as you think. Oh, because we go out there to other places, it will be way, way, way expensive than this one. But this is not as expensive as you think. You know what you're applying for? Scholarship. Well, I think that will be all for today. And thank you everyone for joining us on today's webinar. We really appreciate your presence here. And Mr. Aziz, I think you can take up now.
All right. Thank you very much once again for that wonderful webinar session. And here you have it, everyone. You have all the information you really need to actually get started on your study abroad dream. At least with this information, we are confident that you can actually work on it yourself if you actually want to go through doing it yourself. It's always good. We do advise people as well. If you can do it yourself, it's very much better. Do you understand? There are always two options in life. You can definitely go with all this information we have shared with you, and we are confident that if you do it right, you get what you want. And if you want to work with us, if you want us to, just like Ms. Rashida said, if you want us to take all the burden to actually help you apply, help you get the school, help you even pay for the application fee and all things like that, then you can actually pay to actually get this particular package, the study abroad package. So thank you very much once again, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate you. We thank you for joining, and we don't take it for granted. So if you want to reach out to us, you can always reach out to us again. You understand through our YouTube channel. You can go to our contact details and actually reach out to us through that means. Do you understand? And you can always reach out to us through the comment sections of this video as well, since it's on YouTube. And thank you very much. We really, really once again want to appreciate you for joining. And with that being said, we would actually stop this. If you have any questions, maybe I should ask, do you have any questions to ask us before we call it a day? Is there any other questions you would like to ask before we actually round off? So let's just wait for about 2 minutes for that. If you have any questions, let us know so that we can actually assist in answering those questions right now before we are done with today's session. All right, all right. So thanks everyone, Mr. Hussein, Mr. Kara, Ismail, Chinedu. Thank you. If you have any question, please ask us. If you have any questions, ask us, Mr. Kenny, Ismail. Thank you, Amondi. Really appreciate you joining today, everyone. Okay, what I included in this package? Thank you very much, Mr. Kenny, for asking that. Well, firstly, when it comes to the package, these are all what we have that are included. The scholarship statement of purpose, which is like otherwise known as the personal statement, is what is also included. The intent script, like the intention letter or the explanation letter, as they call it. We also have the live weekly Canada immigration consultations with A.O.S. If you need to write IELTS as well, it's also included, even though it's not compulsory for most schools. Now, Canada immigration residence complete checklist is also part of it. The common law union partnership advantage for married couples, the easy step-by-step visa application ways that would get you approvals, and the approved visa application and documentation template. We also have the 3 months unlimited update bonus that would help you to not just get here and study, but how you could also work and how you could live here and prosper. In other words, how you could make money whilst you are actually also studying. It will also help you to learn how to build your outstanding LinkedIn profile. As she said, sometimes we don't even apply for jobs, you understand, directly, or let me say actively. Some of these employers and recruiters reach out to us on LinkedIn. And if you have actually been joining our webinar before this, you could have learned about how we also get jobs. So you could also apply for this package to learn about that. Now, proof of funds secret solution, how you could use other people's money, because even if you get scholarships, you still need proof of funds. And there are ways you could actually get proof of funds if it is partial, and if it is even fully funded scholarship, there are still some things you need funds for that the scholarship may not cover. So all these are part of what you would require for, you understand, to actually pay for the study abroad package. So thank you very much for asking that wonderful question. Who else have any question to actually ask before we call it a day? Okay, if you don't have any questions, we really appreciate everyone for joining again, and we hope to see you in our next webinar sessions. So do have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now, everyone.